Yo, what's good, gamers? Welcome back to BeBackGaming, your go-to spot for honest, no BS gaming reviews. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated mobile MMORPGs on the horizon, Project DX. If you're a fan of Durango, Wildlands, you've probably been waiting years for this one. Is Project DX the dinosaur-filled survival comeback we've been dreaming of? Or just another mobile game cash grab? Stick around as we break down everything we know, from gameplay to community hype, in this non-sponsored deep dive. Let's get wild. Alright, let's set the stage. Project DX is an upcoming MMORPG from Nexon Games, built on the IP of Durango, Wildlands, a mobile survival game that launched in 2018 and shut down in 2019. If you never played Durango, it was a sandbox MMO where you got warped to a prehistoric world, tamed dinosaurs, crafted gear, built bases, and teamed up with clans. It had over 12 million downloads and a super dedicated fanbase. But Nexon pulled the plug due to server issues, low profits, and some say, a game too ambitious for its time. Fast forward to 2021, Nexon's subsidiary, Nat Games, announced Project DX, a new MMORPG that promises to bring back the crafting, survival, and dino taming vibes of Durango. It's being developed by a team of veterans from games like V4 and Blue Archive, and Nexon's aiming for a global launch. But here's the catch: details are scarce, and the game's been in development for years with no confirmed release date. So, let's piece together what we know and see if it's worth the hype. Since Project DX is still in development, we don't have hands-on gameplay, but Nexon's dropped some hints. According to their G-Star 2024 trailer and job postings, Project DX is a mobile MMORPG set in a post-apocalyptic world with giant dinosaurs. Expect an immersive story, unique characters, and battles that'll have you dodging T-Rexes like it's Jurassic Park. Here's what we're hoping for. Based on Durango and Nexon's promises, crafting and survival, Durango had a crazy deep crafting system. Think building workbenches, forging tools, and even cooking dinos too. Fans on Reddit are begging for Project DX to keep that complexity, and I'm with them. Dinosaur taming. You could capture and ride dinos in Durango, and the community's praying Project DX expands on this. Imagine hatching eggs or taming a raptor squad. Open world and clans, Durango let you build island bases and team up with clans for epic battles. Nexon's job listings suggest a global focus, so we might see massive multiplayer servers. Isometric view, that top-down, isometric style was iconic in Durango. Some fans hope it returns to keep the vibe unique, but others think a 3D overhaul could make it more immersive. What's your take? Drop it in the comments. One big question is monetization. Durango was free to play but had pay to win, elements that frustrated some players. Nexon's got a rep for heavy gacha mechanics, so I'm cautiously optimistic Project DX balances fun with fair monetization. Now, let's talk about the elephant tour. T-Rex in the room. Why is Project DX taking so long? Nexon teased it back in August 2021, and we got a trailer in November 2022. Fast forward to 2025, and we're still waiting. According to Nexon CEO Lee Young-heon in 2024, development's been slower than expected, lagging behind other projects like Project DW. Here's the deal. Nexon's building Project DX from the ground up, not just recycling Durango code, which means it's a level effort. They're hiring tons of staff at Nat Games DX Studio, including devs with experience on Head and V4. Plus, they skipped G-Star 2023, but sponsored G-Star 2024, showing off a new trailer. So they're clearly investing big. Rumors of a January 2025 release got fans hyped, but with these delays, I'd bet on late 2025 or even 2026. The good news, Nexon's promising updates soon, so keep your eyes peeled. If you check out Reddit or TapTap, the Durango fanbase is passionate. Players call it the best mobile MMORPG ever, praising its freedom, complex survival mechanics, and that prehistoric vibe. One Redditor said they bought a tablet just to play Durango on a bigger screen during beta. Another fan on TapTap said, nothing captivated me like Durango. Beauty, freedom, dinosaurs. Fans miss the tight-knit clans, the thrill of surviving raptor attacks, and even goofy moments like wearing a onesie while smashing dinos with a hammer. But there's skepticism too. Some worrying Project DX will lean too hard into pay to win or launch too late to compete with games like Ark, Survival Evolved. I get why fans are obsessed. Durango wasn't just a game, it was a world where you felt like a survivor. If Project DX recaptures that magic, it could be a game changer. So, How will Project DX stack up against other survival MMOs? Let's compare it to a couple of heavy hitters. Ark, Survival Evolved. Like Durango, Ark has dino taming and survival, but it's more action-packed and less focused on crafting depth. Project DX might appeal to mobile players who want a lighter, MMO-style experience. Albeit online, this MMO has similar economy and clan systems, but its medieval fantasy setting lacks the prehistoric hook. Project DX could stand out with its unique dino-filled world. Durango carved its niche with a mobile-friendly sandbox, and Project DX has a chance to refine that formula. My hope? It keeps the soul of Durango but adds polish, like better combat and smoother servers. Let's break it down. Here's what's got me excited and worried about Project DX. Pros: built on a beloved IP with a passionate fanbase. Promises deep crafting, survival, and dino taming mechanics. Global launch means big servers and diverse clans. AA effort with experienced devs at Nat Games. Cons: long development delays and vague updates. Risk of pay-to-win monetization, given Nexon's history. No confirmed release date. Could it get cancelled? Will it live up to Durango's legacy or feel like a watered-down sequel? What we want: keep the isometric view or offer a toggle for 3D. Deep, fair crafting and taming systems. Free-to-play friendly with minimal gacha. Regular updates to avoid Durango's server woes. What's on your wishlist for Project DX? Let's start a discussion in the comments. So, is Project DX worth the hype? As a Durango fan, I'm cautiously excited. The idea of returning to a prehistoric world with better graphics, deeper mechanics, and a global community sounds amazing. But Nexon's track record with delays and monetization makes me nervous. If they nail the survival vibe and listen to fans, Project DX could be the mobile MMORPG we've been missing since 2019. For now, it's a waiting game, but I'll be following every update. What do you think? Are you hyped for Project DX, or are you burned out on Nexon's promises? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this review, smash that like button and subscribe to BeBackGaming for more deep dives. We're a small channel, so your support means the world. That's a wrap for our Project DX review. Huge thanks for watching, and a quick shout out to the Durango community for keeping the hype alive. Follow us on Twitter and join our Discord to stay updated on Project DX news. Next up, we're reviewing. See you in the next one. Gamers, stay wild.